Alright, all you graveyard shift workers, and especially you listeners of the madness out there tonight, welcome back to Under the Radar. And for once, we have madness that we can confirm to tell you it's coming soon. Cause for you YouTube fans out there who's been listening in, and thank you for the support, we've officially have a schedule for you guys for Under the Radar and for all the other shows. It will be available approximately 4 hours after the release of the original episode of the show on SoundCloud. For example, if Under the Radar releases at around 11, you can expect it on YouTube around, I guess, 4 a.m. in the morning? Yeah, according to the Maestro, just around 4 a.m. in the morning. And the reason why it takes so long, folks, is because our computer is not the fastest one in the world. But at the same time, we will be able to deliver the madness to you just in time for you to have your morning breakfast. But before you get ready to plan your breakfast about 4 to 5 hours in advance, folks, I think it's time for us to take out our left-handed scissors to cut out some very interesting newspaper clippings for another edition of yesterday's news. And in our first yesterday's news story, for you fans out there of Lacey Evans, a part of WWE, I have some good news for you because she was featured this past weekend on Up Up Down Down with the newly nickname of Limitless Lady. And besides going over her military history career and taking on Austin Creed in a Western shootout game for the Switch, we learned that we cannot judge a book by its cover, especially with how cool Lacey Evans really is. And for any of you out there who's had mixed feelings about Lacey Evans, trust me, go out there and watch this because it's a definite eye-opener of how cool she really is. And for anybody who does want to watch that said interview and shoot out with the Limitless Lady herself, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as Up Up Down Down to check it out for yourself. And in other video game news, for you fans out there of Iron Man and always wanted to jump into the suit of Iron Man for yourselves, well, I have some good news for you because it's been announced, and with a little bit of a VR trailer to go along with it, you can jump into the suit of Iron Man for yourselves. And the trailer that they just shown for it from the New York Comic-Con, I'm already excited for it already because I always wanted to be Iron Man in a VR-like environment. But if they give me a chance to be War Machine as well, that'll make me even that much more happier. Because for some strange reason, growing up as a kid reading those comic books, I was always more of a fan of how cool War Machine was compared to Iron Man. But either way, I'm still excited for this game to do the Unibeam or even get a chance to do one of the hand beams that Iron Man does on a daily basis. And if you guys want to check out the cool trailer for Iron Man VR, you can head on over to the Game Informer page, only known as GameInformer.com, to check it out for yourselves. And as a little bit of a heads up for you fans out there, you can get this game a part of the PlayStation VR as of February 28th of 2020. So by the year of hindsight, you too can be Iron Man. And in other news, for you Axel Fox fans out there, or Axel Foley, I keep getting his name wrong because I keep having this giant oversized fox featured in his movies, I have some definite good news for you because it's been announced after they get done filming Coming to America 2, Eddie Murphy will star as the famed cop in Beverly Hills Cop Part 4. And this movie has been on the shelf and will they, won't they mode for the past 6 years. And to see the fact that this movie had 2 other movies after the first one, I have a lot of movies to catch up with for Beverly Hills Cop. because after I saw the first Beverly Hills Cop, I steered right toward 48 Hours and then another 48 Hours thinking they were going to make another sequel to that, but they never did. And Eddie Murphy would say the following in response of the new Beverly Hills Cop that will be coming out. Yeah, that's what we're doing after Coming to America 2. We're doing Beverly Hills Cop, and then the plan is to get back on stage and do stand-up. And then we'll go on by saying these movies and Saturday Night Live is kind of like, I'm looking at it as a bookend. If I decided to stay on the couch forever, I ended it on a funny one. And that you will, Eddie Murphy, and here's hoping we get a chance when you do go on Saturday Night Live as another reminder that you do Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. I'm hoping for a reunion for it, and knowing how cool Eddie Murphy is, we just might get it. And for those out there who are wondering, Coming to America 2 will be making its way to theaters as of December 2020. So after they get done filming that, I got a feeling chances are the Beverly Hills Cop movie may come out in January, but with us just taking shots in the dark and going with ballpark guesses, if you guys want to know the exact answer of when this movie will come out before we do, you can head on over to the website only known as consequencesofsound.net to check it out for yourselves. And in music news, and in cool news for you Nirvana fans out there, it looks like they're coming out with an exclusive MTV Unplugged 25th Anniversary vinyl reissue that includes a couple of cool performances that were previously only available on a DVD version of this said album. And I, for one, am overly excited that not only they have Man Who Sold the World, but also a rehearsal version of Come As You Are, Polly, and even the rehearsal version of The Man Who Sold the World on there as well. And if any of you out there who are as excited as I am to get your hands on this said album, you won't have to wait long, just less than 4 weeks, because this album will be available as of November 1st of 2019. And for those who wants to pre-order this album before it's all sold out, before you get a chance to get your hands on it, you can head on over to the website only known as consequencesofsound.net for more details on how to pre-order this said album. And with that said, folks, for this week wraps it up for another edition of Yesterday's News. And with that said, we might as well head back to the music, and when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for Under the Radar for this week, right after this. So don't go watching infomercials just yet, folks, and stay tuned.